Everyone. Welcome to Bridge Capitals. This is our 11th podcast that we are about to start today. So basically what we will be starting in this particular podcast and we will be learning about is the remaining fundamental details. Basically we will be studying the deep details of a company today. Right? Now how to start with it, let me show you. This is the company that we are talking about. Till date what we have understood is the difference between NSE, BSE. We have understood what is market cap, enterprise value, PE ratio. We have understood what are the different sectors of earnings, right? Categories of earnings, EBITDA, earning before income taxes and debt allowances. We have understood what is profit before taxes, what is profit after taxes, what is EPS, earning per shares, right? We have understood every single thing. Today we will be studying how to understand the investor presentation, right, on individual basis. So let's start. Now see, let us move at the bottom of any particular screener. There you have the exact annual report, right? Let me just open the annual report of ITC for the year 2023. As you can see, I'm opening it. Now you can see this is annual report. This is the SEBI listing. Means any company which is in stock market. See, there's a difference. Any company which is not listed in stock market is considered to be a private limited company. Any company which is listed in stock market, this is known as the public limited company. Okay, that is what is regulated by SEBI. Am I clear about it? Yes, SEBI is a board that regulates all the securities, okay, in India. Now if you see, ITC is showing its pattern. This is the investor presentation. This is the contents. So you as an investor, what you have to do is read all the particular contents present in this chapter, right? Now till date what you have understood in the EBITDA or the profit sections, that are profit is just whatever we say. We have income, right? The revenue that we have, हमने मतलब कुछ सामान बेच के जो भी आया, that is our income. सामान बेच के आ गया including profit. ना वो profit से वो जो भी आया, वो profit से हमने जब costing को अलग किया, that is the net profit. अब वो net profit कितने प्रकार का होता है? That is the difference. One is the EBITDA. The first profit is known as EBITDA. Then comes the profit before income taxes, PBIT. Then comes profit before taxes. Then comes profit after taxes, which definitely goes to the investors. And we calculate the EPS, मतलब earning per share. एक investor के पास कितना shares जा रहा है. Am I clear with it? So this is how the process went. Now आज का वीडियो में हम लोग basically क्या देखेंगे? In today's podcast we will be observing that how to understand an investor presentation and how to go through an investor presentation. Okay. So there are many things whenever you open an investor presentation. This is same for all the companies that you go through. So board of directors committees, मतलब यहाँ पर क्या लिखा जाता है कि exactly in a private limited company the thing is same. Every private limited company has a scheduled date for board of directors and committees का meeting. मतलब उन लोग का meeting कब होता है, कहाँ पर होता है, सब कुछ यहाँ पर note किया जाता है, right? Same thing goes with all these. These are all reports generated by the private limited company or your company that you're buying, that you're about to buy in share, right? So again I'm saying this is not a stock recommendation. We are studying. This video is totally for study purpose. I'm showing you how to analyze an industry and to analyze the particular stock that you're buying. So let me start from beginning. What we have done, we have selected the industry. हम लोगों ने industry कैसे select किया था? ये सोच के कि कल कुछ भी हो जाए, आदमी लोग को खाना तो खाना ही है. अब खाना जब खाना है तो एक इंडस्ट्री है फूड का जो नीचे नहीं जाएगा. सो वी सर्च्ड इन एनएसई इंडाइसेस, राइट? एनएसई इंडाइसेस में जाके हम लोगों ने सर्च किया, वहाँ पर जाके मिला कि एग्जैक्टली देयर इज़ वन पर्टिकुलर कंपनी दैट माइट नॉट गो डाउन बिकॉज इट होल्ड्स द मेजर मार्केट कैप एंड दैट इज समथिंग अराउंड 35%, राइट? तो ITC that was. So we are searching about ITC and we are observing its valuation. So for an individual valuation, we have understood in yesterday's last podcast that what should be the exact P ratio, what should be not the exact, what should be the undervalued and overvalued P ratio. The investor should differentiate between the undervalued price to earning ratios or the overvalued price to earning ratios. Anything the share price may be, it depends upon the investor whether the investor is paying high price or low price for it. Am I clear with it? Okay. So we will be observing to this particular thing. Number one, we will be observing two important things in today's class. Number one is known as the standalone financial statements and number two is known as the consolidated financial statements. Now what is the difference between these two and why are these two important? Basically when I see going through all these statements, I generally observe many basic investors, those who don't understand these statements. Now, what do this statement generally refers to, right? We will be discussing on those points. So, let me take an example. Whenever a company, suppose if you buy the share of ITC, right? Before listing its investor presentation to the board or SEBI or to other regulatory bodies, the company has to list or give its investor presentation to its shareholder. मतलब कहीं पर भी जाने से पहले, सेबी को जाने से पहले, कोई भी ब्रोकर के पास जाने से पहले, कोई भी कहीं पर भी जाने से पहले, बिफोर गेटिंग ऑथराइज्ड इट हैज़ टू गो थ्रू द शेयर होल्डर. मतलब पहले शेयर होल्डर को जाना है, बिकॉज शेयर होल्डर इज ऑलमोस्ट ओनर of a company. When you're buying one share, you should think as an owner of a company. Then only you can buy good shares. अगर आप ओनर के जैसे नहीं सोच सकते तो नहीं होगा. You will buy wrong shares and you will buy at the wrong time because you are thinking about price. Whenever you buy any company, buy its business. Don't buy its price. Majority people, they do a mistake that they buy the price. वो लोग price खरीद लेते हैं. Here comes the mistake, right? Now, basically what we will be doing out here is the balance sheet. Is the balance sheet that we will be observing, but for standalone and consolidated financial statements. These are the two terms majorly I see everyone getting confused in these two things. So what is standalone? Matlab, as I said, any investor first gives its report to any company gives its report to its investor. The investor को जब जाता है तो वो standalone financial statement हो जाता है. What is the meaning of standalone? Standalone means only the particular company's represented financial statements. बस उसी ITC का ऊपर से सब कुछ. अब डिटेल्स में वहाँ पर उतना कुछ होता नहीं है, बस ऊपर से सब कुछ होता है, राइट? स्टेटमेंट एंड प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस बस ऊपर से, नॉट इन डिटेल्स. अब डिटेल्स मतलब अब जब वही कंपनी अपना एनुअल रिपोर्ट रिप्रेजेंट करता है साल के एंड में, देन इट रिप्रेजेंट समथिंग कॉल्ड कंसोलिडेटेड फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट. नाउ व्हाट डज दैट मीन? कंसोलिडेटेड फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट मीन्स जो भी सब्सिडायरी कंपनीज है एक कंपनी के अंदर, जब मतलब पेरेंट कंपनीज होता है. एग्जाम्पल, ITC इज जस्ट नॉट वन पर्टिकुलर कंपनी, राइट? कितना सारा कंपनी को मिला के ITC हुआ है. इट हैज़ फूड FMCG सेक्टर, मतलब फूड का जितना सारा सामान जो भी हेल्थ के, टोबैको हो गया. देन कम्स ITC के अंदर होटल्स हो गया. देन ITC के अंदर पैकेजिंग हो गया. ऑल दिस सेक्टर ब्रिंग्स अप, कंसोलिडेट्स टू बिकम अ पर्टिकुलर ब्रांड ITC. सो इफ वी सी जस्ट ITC कि ITC का इतना प्रॉफिट आ गया, इतना रेवेन्यू आ गया, राइट? दैट इज द स्टैंडअलोन फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स. एंड इफ यू वांट टू सी द डिटेल्स ऑफ द एंटायर कंपनी कि ना इसका इतना प्रॉफिट आ रहा है, उसका उतना प्रॉफिट आ रहा है, ये जगह से इतना प्रॉफिट आ रहा है, ये जगह से इतना आ रहा है, दोज आर नोन एज कंसोलिडेटेड फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स. Am I clear with the difference? Standalone financial statements मतलब क्या है? Singular financial statements of the company. It is just the financial statement of the company, right? We will be understanding those differences. And consolidated मतलब the total financial statements accumulated for the company. Total financial statements मतलब exactly क्या है? That is कि financial statement not just recorded for one particular, just not for ITC, but all the parent company including ITC. They will not be same. Right? They will not be same. Again, whenever I say just ITC के अंदर कुछ भी हो सकता है. I can just consider the tobacco sector. I can just consider those sector which has big growth or big losses. That can be standalone. But which cannot be standalone is which cannot be consolidated, because consolidated financial statement means it has to consider every single thing. जब भी ITC का consolidated financial statement होगा, that is why all investor need to study the consolidated financial statement. मतलब यहाँ पर you will be getting the details for last 10 years कि ये business कैसा join किया, कैसा improve हुआ, and every single thing. As you can see, this particular thing, the standalone financial statement, the balance sheet of ITC is in page number 146. So we will be clicking number 146. It's 146 out here, right? 146 में हम लोगों ने click कर लिया. This is how it is. You see, the key elements to companies, everything is given. So the better representation, the better I will be saying is you should go through every single word that's representing, because you will be understanding the details of the company. If you're buying a share for the first time, my request to every single person is to read the entire presentation, right? To read the entire presentation that is there. Unless and until you read the entire presentation, just don't move towards any particular buying or selling or any kind of purposes. Clear with it? Okay. So we'll be moving right now. You have almost reached the particular statement out here. You can see out here. Here it comes. average net profits generated by the company, every single thing, waste management, everything is there. You will be understanding how the company basically works. आपको मालूम चल जाएगा कंपनी काम कैसा करता है. But for that you have to read a lot, because आप लोग बोले अम्बो ये क्या हो गया, इतना सारा मुझे पढ़ना पड़ रहा है, इतना सारा पढ़ लूँगा तो काम कैसे करूँगा. See, this is just 436 pages. For every company you are investing, remember you are the owner of the company. The moment you are owner of the company, you have to read at least, if not 10 years of its investor presentation. If you are not ready to read 10 years of its investor presentation, don't buy that company, because that is the exact time you are doing gambling, not investing. Am I clear with it? See, key financial ratios of the company, you have to go through it. Operating profit margin, the financial year, profit margin. Now say, financial year में profit margin कितना हुआ? 33.6. Financial year 2023 में कितना हुआ? 35.6. means it has radically improved. Profit margin improve हुआ है, right? So every single details is out here. It's not tough. Nothing is tough in investor presentation. Everything is written as easy as anything. Now see, this is the balance sheet we're talking about. This is the balance sheet. ना मतलब non current assets, current assets 2 साल का represent किया जाता है. This is 2022 you see. This is 2023 you see. 22 और 23 में यहाँ पड़ा होता है. Non current assets मतलब ये सब होता है, सब कुछ सी. Current assets मतलब these are the things what belongs to current assets, right? Now here comes liabilities. This is the liability factor. So total liability, equity and liability के ऊपर यहाँ पर differentiate होता है. So this is the entire thing of standalone financial statements. Am I clear with it? See, I hope I'm getting clear with it. See, this is statement for profit and loss. This statement is almost similar for consolidated statement as well, but consolidated क्या होता है कि for the longer tenure and for whatever sector it is coming in. As I said, so income that has been generated, income जो भी generate हो रहा है यहाँ पर. So the first report generated by the company is standalone, and after it gets audited and audited होने के बाद जो सारा उसका parent companies है, ITC खुद का तो एक company है ना. I'll give you a more better example of parent company. Just like you can say Google. Google is a parent company of Alphabet. Alphabet के अंदर बहुत सारा companies है. जैसे you can say YouTube. Alphabet के अंदर कौन सा companies है? Let us see. These are the parent companies of Alphabet. You have Google, see, Google Mail, Google Search, Google Maps, YouTube, Gemini, News, Chat, Meet, Mail, Contacts, Drive. These are all parent companies of Google. These are not apps. ये तो companies है parent Google का. This is what you have to understand, right? Similarly, ITC also have their parent companies. Every company has their parent company, which you have to understand. Because without parent companies, nothing can move forward. And understanding all those parent companies' income, that is called the consolidated statement. I hope it's clear, right? Okay. If there is any problem still lying in the particular thing, you can directly comment me. I will be happy, more than happy to answer your queries. Next is, you come on through these expenses, profit and loss statement, मतलब income कितना हो रहा है, expense कितना हो रहा है. Now your duty as an investor to observe individual year, just not what is written out there. You have to click it mathematically. Now this is the original statement I am talking about. Don't believe on any statement given on any screener, be it whatever screener it is. From screener, what you can do is you can download the report. That doesn't mean you can believe on that particular report. It can be ups, it can be downs. What you have to believe on is the investor presentation. That is original always. Am I clear? So original is the investor presentation 2022 to 2023. You can see the income has increased, so did the expenses. मतलब income तो बड़ा, expense भी बढ़ गया. So this is how it is. The income बढ़ गया, expense भी बढ़ेगा ही बढ़ेगा. So this is the difference. As I say, कोई भी आदमी, कोई भी organization या फिर कोई भी देश बड़ा कब होता है? There's only one particular reason or position for a country to grow bigger. That is, whenever a person or a country or an organization has more income as compared to its expense, right? जब भी उसका कोई भी आदमी का income ज़्यादा हो खर्चा से, then the person is doing good. That doesn't mean this way कि कोई भी आदमी 10 लाख रुपए कमा रहा है महीने का और उसका खर्चा हो जाए 9.5 लाख तो भी कम है. No, that is not. That is financially illiterate, right? क्योंकि वो कुछ he cannot do anything with his money. So that is called complete high level of expense. The percentage of expense should be maintained. And the person who is earning suppose 1 lakh rupees a month and whose expense is hardly 10 to 15,000, that person is rich because he is able to save more and invest more and he is able to grow his money more. So you should understand the difference कि ज़्यादा कमाना ये जो बॉलीवुड का एक्टर्स वगैरह हो गया, all those celebrities and all, be it whatsoever the persons are, the thing is they might earn more but they have more expenses to cover the lifestyle. That is the difference, and that is why they have to work till death. अभी भी अमिताभ बच्चन को जो भी वट एवर एज इज 82, 83, he still has to work, and he has to work till 90 unless and until he dies, because not for his shock, but the point is he has to work. He hasn't done anything. There is no assets to that particular person or any person, right? There might be net worth and all, but that is all his earnings. That's the financial statement, and that is financial literacy. The moment you have financial knowledge, you will avoid those traps. And how are those traps coming? Again, as simple. You can just go through my previous podcast. You will be understanding every single thing. So without understanding my previous podcast, I hope you haven't came out here. And if you came out here, you will be going through a tough situations. Okay, let's continue. So this is all the facts that came up with it, right? See, this is the statement of changings of equities. We will be going in details in next videos as well. We will not go in individual details in today's video, but in next videos we will be counterparting what are the important sectors. Now next, I will be showing you exactly what are the factors. So you can see now, after the cash flow segment, you have out here the consolidated financial statements, which is in page number 223. Let's move to this page number 223. You can see this is the consolidated financial statements, correct? Yes, this is the consolidated financial statements. See, these are all consolidated financial statement. Now for consolidated financial statement, what does it means? Now आउटस्टैंडिंग पीरियड से मतलब बाहर से जो भी सेक्टर का पैसा आ रहा है, सब सेक्टर से एमएसएमई से लोन कितना लिया हुआ है, आईटीसी ने होटल में कितना इन्वेस्ट किया हुआ है, आईटीसी ने यहाँ पर कितना इन्वेस्ट किया हुआ है, एवरी सिंगल थिंग. आईटीसी ने सिगरेट पे कितना खर्चा किया हुआ है, राइट? आईटीसी ने एफएमसीजी का कॉस्ट कितना हो रहा है, एवरी सिंगल थिंग, एवरी होटल. एज आई सेड, यहाँ पर होटल दिखाई दे रहा है. यू कैन सी एफएमसीजी का होटल, अदर सेक्टर्स, एफएमसीजी का पेपर बोर्ड्स, पेपर पैकेजिंग, अनअलोकेटेड एसेट्स, every single thing detail is there. This is called consolidated statements. अब समझ में आ रहा है? स्टैंडअलोन मतलब जस्ट द पर्टिकुलर स्टेटमेंट जो ऊपर से दिखता है, नॉट इन डिटेल्स. consolidated statement means which is in details, pure details, मतलब खुल के आ रहा है, ईयर टू ईयर सामने आ रहा है. That is called consolidated statements, right? So that is the difference between consolidated statement and standalone statements. Now you have to understand more about it. Now capital management, financial instruments में आके, so you have to understand कि ये कंपनी ट्रस्ट में कितना डाल रहा है, लोन्स कितना है कंपनी का, you should understand. So in order to understand, again I would like to recommend every single person one particular thing. I have written an ebook. If you can see out here, I have just written an ebook. You can just go out here, you can just see that this is the ebook. What I have given you, the particular position is to generate your wealth, not to buy the book, but you can just go through it. It's a ebook, but what you can do is you can generate your wealth in this particular ebook. अब wealth मतलब क्या है कि exactly where you understand आपका assets कहाँ पर क्या है, liabilities क्या है, bank balance क्या है, कुछ भी मतलब assets, liability, income, expense और cash flow. Where is your money flowing? You have to understand that. If you can understand that, you will understand कि आपके पास अभी क्या करना पड़ेगा, मतलब exact position कहाँ पड़े. What are the things you should do? मतलब आपको सेविंग्स कितना रेट तक बढ़ाना है या फिर इन्वेस्टिंग कितना रेट तक बढ़ाना है. दैट विल हेल्प यू अ लॉट. आई होप सो, राइट? बट फॉर दैट यू हैव टू रीड दैट बुक. इट्स जस्ट एन 11 पेजेस बुक, ज़्यादा बड़ा बुक नहीं है. इट्स एन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक बुक, राइट? PDF में होगा. यू कैन गो थ्रू इट और यू कैन गो थ्रू एनी अदर बुक प्रेजेंट एनीवेयर एल्स. दिस इज हाउ इट इज. नो बिग इश्यूज. So this is how the consolidated statement moves in. Am I clear with it? So next video we will be understanding the difference between consolidated statement in the details of consolidated statement. means हम लोग अंदर से जाएंगे, मतलब exactly consolidated statements के exact details में जाएंगे. मतलब उसका अंदर में ये profit loss statement क्या होता है, उसका अंदर में ये factors क्या होता है. We will be understanding all those factors, right? Because I cannot make everything in one video. It will be much long and no one will see it, right? Already it's approximately 20 minutes. Okay, so next video, next class. This is the 11th podcast of our The Value Investor series. Thank you.